Okay, Keegan, it's coming through in the virtual auditorium. I can hear it. It's still playing.
Okay, amazing. Okay,
so I'm just going to leave it streaming now.
Perfect. I'm gonna change the holding side. I'm gonna keep the music going softly.
Yeah, so let's just leave it running like this now for anybody who does check in.
Obviously we can't talk anymore because anyone that does go in will hear us.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So just watch the WhatsApp groups and the chat, eh?
Yeah. Cool.
In a minute, I don't play tag, bitch, I've been there. We don't fuck with lies, we don't do goodbyes, we just keep it. Just talk. Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? And be our thoughts. Can't get what we know without knowing. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're growing. Yeah. Started off right, I can see it in your eyes. I can tell that you wanting more. What's been on your mind? There's no reason we should hide. Tell me something I ain't heard before. Oh, I've been dreaming about it, and it's you I'm on. So stop thinking about it. Can we just talk? Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? And be our thoughts. Can't get what we know without knowing. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're growing. Oh, no. Penthouse view, left some flowers in the room. I'll make sure I leave the door unlocked. Now I'm on the way, I swear I won't be late. I'll be there by 5 o'clock. Oh, you've been dreaming about it, and I'm what you want. So stop thinking about it. Can we just talk? Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? And be our thoughts. Can't get what we know without knowing. I've never felt like this before. I apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're growing. Hey, trips that you plan for the next whole week. Bands too long for a nigga so cheap. And flex OD and sex OD. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey, you got it, girl, you got it. Yeah, pretty little thing, you got a bag and now you wildin'. You just took it off the line, no mileage. Waited hitting you the DM looking violent. Talking while you come around and now they silent. Blew the Cooper 17, no guidance. You be staying low, but you know what the price is. Ain't never got you know it being modest. Pop and ship it only cause you know you poppin', yeah. You got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. Little baby in a bag and I'm Birkin. No 9 to 5, put the work in. Lost and all, I love them all. To me, you're perfect. Baby girl, you got it, girl, you got it, girl. You got it, girl, you got it, girl. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. Fuck around, give you my last name. Know you tired of the same damn thing. That's okay, cause baby, you got it, girl, you got it. Hey. You got it, girl, you got it. You the only one I'm tryna make love to, picking and choosing. They ain't really love you, running game using. All your stupid exes, they gon' call again. Tell them that a real nigga stepping in. Don't let them niggas try you, test your patience. Tell them that it's over, ain't no debating. All you need is me playing on your playlist. You ain't gotta be frustrated. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. Fuck around, give you my last name. Know you tired of the same damn thing. That's okay, cause baby, you got it, girl, you got it. You got it, girl, you got it. I don't wanna, yeah. You got it. Play no games. Freaky. I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweetie. Sweet like Pearland, sweet like Peachtree. Like that. I could tell you crazy, but shit kinda intrigue me. Yeah, I like that. Seen it on the gram, trying to see that shit in 3D, mommy. I know I get around cause I like to move freely. But you can lock it down, I can tell by how you treat me. I seen how you did, homeboy, so please take it easy. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you need me. Yeah. 6 got tall, but I ain't trying to get preachy. No, no. I seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easier on me. Cause I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie at. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eyes. Can you take my finish my drink, say shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever tell you? You make it better like that. Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah. I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in anyway? Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel that maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk, but we can't hear ourselves. Pictureless, I'd rather kiss them right back. But all these people all around, I'm crippled with anxiety. But I'm told it's where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy, cause I really don't mind. Can you make it better like that? Don't think we fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah, yeah. When we walked in, I said I'm sorry. But now I think that we should stay. Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. No, I don't like nobody, but it feels like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby, yeah. Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yes, I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah.
Yeah. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. They try to take my flow, I take their ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone, they see me blowing up, now they say they want some. I got 2 twin blocks, turn you to a dancer. I see 2 twin eyes, leave them on a banner. And I got 2 thick thighs, wanna link the gang. I got red, I got blue, what you want? The Chanel, La Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton. She know I got the Fendi Prada.
Better than birds of a feather, you and me. We change the weather, yeah. I'm feeling heat in December when you found me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you, yeah. Any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you, about you. You're not typical me, break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you, yeah. Don't complicate it, yeah. Cause I know you and you know everything about me. I can't remember all of the nights I don't remember when you're around me. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious, I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you, yeah. Any road you take, you know that you'll find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you, about you, about you, about you. You're making the typical me, break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you, yeah. Stumbling out of bars, I follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain, and maybe you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you. Yeah. Any road you take, you know that you will find me. I'm a sucker for all the subliminal things no one knows about you. About you, about you. Like it's a typical me, break my typical rules. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. I'm a sucker for you.
Yeah. Okay. Lil CC on the beat. Yeah, yeah. I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas cross the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I could tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the wave. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in the grave. When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple niggas in their place. Really just lapped every nigga in a race. I really might tap realest nigga on my face. Lil CC, let it slap with the bass. I used to save hoes with a mask in a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money I done gave it. I was on top when that shit meant a lot. Still on top like I'm scared of the drop. Still on top when these niggas wanna swap. Niggas wanna swap like it's sauce in a Watts. I don't wanna change cause I'm good where I'm at. Mob tie, so I'm always good where I'm at. Word to Junior, Jazzy, Baby J. Tell him when I die, put my money in a grave.
Couple figures, kill a skull and collect. She fuck a nigga, then she on to the next. Really living large, she ain't all with a Mac. When you niggas thinking small in the mall with a rat. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get a $500,000 in a Sprinter. Phone ringing, bitches know a big tipple. I got the hook up and there really no limit. Dead brokers in you nigga DNA. Ricky Smile is indicated with the yay. Little nigga just another state case. Bury my motherfucker Chase Bank, time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. You niggas snitching, so I gotta rewrite it. A nigga dripping like I got $1 zillion. Got the trap jumping like Zayn when I rebound, then I'm out. And I never talk about it. The homie squad, but we all smoke the loudest. Rich niggas in the middle.
Somebody that I don't know, but you're taking shots at me like it's Patron, and I'm just like, damn, it's 7 a.m. Say it in the street, that's a knockout, but you say it in a tweet, that's a cop-out, and I'm just like, hey, are you okay? And I ain't trying to mess with your self-expression, but I've learned a lesson that stressing and obsessing about somebody else is no fun. And snakes and stones never broke my bones, so you need to calm down. You're being too loud, and I'm just like, you need to just stop. Like, can you just not step on my gown? You need to calm down. Somebody that we don't know, but you're coming at my friends like a missile. Why are you mad when you could be glad? You could be glad. Sunshine on the street at the parade, but you would rather be in the dark age, just making that sign. Must have taken all night. You just need to take several seats and then try to restore the peace and control your urges to scream about all the people you hate. Shade never made anybody less gay, so you need to calm down. You're being so loud, and I'm just like, the internet, comparing all the girls who are killing it. But we figured you out, we all know now. We all got crowns, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, you need to calm down. You're being too loud, and it's like, you need to just stop. Can you stop? But can you just not step on our gowns? You need to calm down.
I think just go onto my stand.
Good morning and welcome to Southern Africa's first virtual business event showcase. My name is Wayne Stephen Jennings and I'm the Managing Director of the Event Organizers Network. And I must say something, you guys are looking amazing. Now, how do I know that? Don't look around and see if you've got a camera in your house. No, I actually can't see you. But that really highlights the difference between our in-person events and the virtual event. However, the two together, welded together to create hybrid events, are an amazing tool to take your business events forward. And today is all about creating knowledge, giving you take-home value that allow you to navigate your way through what's required to host in-person events. And what we're going to show you today is how the virtual event can complement that, and in fact, in many cases, enhance it. Some of the stuff you're going to see today is live, some of it has been pre-recorded. We challenge you to tell us the difference. Now, don't take us seriously, but actually do, because you'll find it's pretty seamless. And the virtual environment gives you the opportunity to create absolutely spectacular events, to really take your in-person events and broaden them, increase your market share, increase attendance, and create different ways of engaging with your delegates and attendees. So what can you expect from us today? Well, we have a panel discussion, which is really a bunch of experts who are going to be talking to you, telling you how and why we need to get events going. Why it is critical and essential to the business process that eventing, business events, team building, the kinds of events we were doing pre-COVID are vital to get going again. And they're going to also tell you how easy it is to do this. Of course, this is an EON showcase, and we're going to showcase some amazing entertainment. You'll see some musical acts. You're going to see some comedians. You're going to be hosted by an amazing MC. And of course, the showcase wouldn't be an EON showcase without the prizes. We have an amazing array of prizes for you. And as usual, as with our in-person events, the prizes work on the following basis. During the course of the program, you will be given a chance to go and visit the virtual stands. When you're visiting the virtual stands, you will in fact be able to have a live chat, live video chat, or even a text chat to the exhibitors. Go and chat to them. Every time you visit a stand, the fact that you've been there will be recorded, and that'll be an extra ticket into the prize draw. And so at the end of the day, once we've finished with the virtual networking, we'll gather all again in the virtual auditorium and we'll do a prize draw, and that will bring to an end the program for the day. So let's get going. And of course, we need a link. We need somebody who can carry us through the rest of the day. And it is my privilege to introduce to you, or MC for the day, Chris Forrest.
Thank you very much, Wayne. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be involved in the EON conference once again. My name is Chris Forrest. I'm so glad to be here hosting with you. I'm looking forward to a great entertainment program, as I'm sure are you. It has been a really tough 2020 for all of us, especially in the events industry. But hey, the best thing we can do is get through it laughing, see the positive side in things, and make sure that we do as best we can under the circumstances. I've seen a couple of things in lockdown that have surprised me. I found South Africans are very resilient. I think we're an amazing group of people. I'm really enjoying the odd things like sort of getting out, going into the shops, like you walk into the shopping center and then they squirt that sanitize on your hands and you rub it all over. And then the first shop you go into, then you get another set of sanitizer so you can wash off that first set of sanitizer, which is really nice. And then it carries on and on and on like that. And you keep washing off sanitizer with other sanitizer. And then eventually your hands look 10 years older than the rest of you, which I think is great because for us men, that means we've got two body parts that look slightly older than the rest of us. I do also enjoy the little thing. They've got those age machines as you walk into the shops. I always find them very flattering. They walk in, they point it at your head. They go, "You must be 36. I'm like, "Thanks very much. It's my night cream routine." That's great. But I think lockdown has been tough, but I think there's been some positives. There's been a lot of positives. Like, for instance, a lot of us are using technology as we are right now, technology that we would never have used before. For instance, you know, all of us have become au fait with things like Zoom, with MS Teams. There's people in the Eastern Cape, they've learned to use Word for Windows. It's amazing. It's great. Some of them actually now type their letters before they post them, which I think is wonderful. Although I must say, I get a little bit sick of every call being a video call these days. Every call is a video call. Like even my mom, she's learned to use the video call function. So every call with her is a video call. And I find that it's quite tiring to spend half an hour looking at the inside of her ear. But it's okay. You know, we move on. Like we're doing our things. Some of the stuff has been tough. Lockdown has taught me a lot about myself. one of the things it's taught me is that I'm a terrible teacher. Like my children's teacher always said that they are a dream to teach. That teacher's a liar. My child is a nightmare. I try. I'll give you my best impression of me teaching my child to read. Ta-ha-e. The boy went to. It's the. The word is the. You just stop crying. Stop crying. Okay, Daddy, sorry. Take a break. So I've been battling a little bit with that. I've been battling with some other things because, you know, some people take this whole thing too hectically. They get too much. Sort of, they do things like the social distancing. Keep 2 meters away from me. I'm like, we're married. The bed is not that big. Can you cut me some slack here? But anyway, the South Africans, as I say, we've been very resilient. I found there's been some amazing things that we've done, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. First, I feel it's time that we enjoyed the amazing voice that is Bunny Majaja. So ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy.
Hello, hello. My name is Bunny Majaja, and I've got a little something for you, so I won't talk too long. Let's get into it. Hit it. Hope you do enjoy. It's not your situation. I just need contemplation. Oh, I'm not so systematic. It's just that I'm an addict for you. Said I'm not the only one that owns you. Never ever should have told you you're mine. Only love. Said I'm not the only one that holds you. Never ever should have told you you're mine. Only love. Just think how long I've known you. It's wrong for me to hold you like a key. It's really not confusing. It's just the young illusion. Can't you see? I'm not the only one that owns you. Never ever should have told you you're mine. Only love. Said I'm not the only one that owns you. Never ever should have told you you're mine. Only love. Georgie, Georgie, pudding pie. Because the girls that make them cry. Georgie, pudding pie. Can it cry? Georgie, pudding pie. Kiss the girls, don't make them cry. Well, he kissed the girls, make them cry. Said he kissed the girls and made them cry. And you know when they say you can't have your cake and eat it, but I think I can. I like that song, thought I loved this song too. Might as well do them both. Do enjoy. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes. There's something without it now grows heavy on my mind. That's when I look at you. And the world is alright, it's alright, it's alright. Just when I look at you. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day. Ahead of me seems impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. That's when I look at you, and the world is alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. That's Gonna be a lovely day.
Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day.
Oh, it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be
Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day.
So when I wake up in the morning, sunlight hurts my eyes, and someone else instead of me, always seems to know the way. That's okay, baby, 'cause then I look at you, and the world is alright, it's alright, it's alright, yeah. Just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be, it's just gotta be a lovely day. I know it's gonna be a lovely day. For you, me too. It's gonna be a lovely day. Yeah. Don't you think it's gonna be a lovely
Thank you so much, Bunny Mojaja. What a beautiful voice. It is obviously going to be a lovely day whenever she's singing. I think she's amazing. Even though it is a bit rainy, I think it is a lovely day. And we've got a lovely panel for you today. We're all talking about COVID. We're all thinking about how we're going to go forward with events, etc., during this period. And so what we've done is we've assembled a panel of experts for you. We've got Mike Lord, who's the president of the Event Safety Council. He used to work doing that stuff at the Coca-Cola's Dome as well. And we've got Joni Petty, who is the CEO of Resilient People and also head of PASASA, the Public Speakers Association of South Africa. And then we've got Craig, who's the CEO of the AV Company. And then, of course, our very own Wayne Stephen Jennings, who is just really here to be eye candy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce them all one by one and let them give you a brief chat about how they see things right now. And then we'll go to a few questions. Let's start off with Mike Lord. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you doing?
Yeah, no, good. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it's been quite a tough 9 months if you've been working in the events industry. Even though now we can do 250 people in a room or 500 outside, it's still not really of much value that one can do something that's financially stable. So industry's been knocked hard. The Event Safety Council, which I'm the interim chair of, we've worked very closely with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, as well as the Department of Tourism in reopening our industry. Some of the work that we've done working with our American partners is creating reopening guidelines to help us navigate how to do events under COVID while it's prevalent. So we've done quite a lot of work in kind of getting ourselves ready. I think, you know, a lot of us are looking forward to seeing the end of 2020 so that we can start getting into what 2021 looks like.
Okay. Thanks. Great. Thanks very much, Mike. Now I'd like to hear briefly from you, Joni, how you're seeing things right now.
So as the Professional Speakers Association of Southern Africa, we've been running our events online, clearly. We've got 5 chapters, and we had our very first midterm convention, 2nd and 3rd of October, which was completely virtual. And that went exceptionally well. We have our next convention in April 2021, and that will be in the Cape at Devondale, and that will run as a hybrid event. So we will have an online stream, we'll have people, warm bodies in the room as well. So we are looking forward to our chapter meetings also going hybrid as well. And I think that's going to be the way of the world, is we're going to have to look at the social distancing. We are planning not to say, let's say goodbye to 2020, because I personally, being in the resilience field, the research that I'm seeing from Singularity University and the likes is that these pandemics will come, you know, in waves. So I think the world will change forever, and these hybrid events are what we have to look forward to.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Jenny. Well, here to possibly give us a little bit of insight into the streaming and that side of things, the technical side of things, we've got Craig from the AV company. Good morning, Craig.
Morning, Chris. How are you guys doing over there? I'm sitting here with Warren, and he's going to also help with some insights. So very quick, brief background of AV company. We're a technical supply company that supplies equipment for events, seminars, roadshows, conferences, etc. And obviously this whole thing has hit our industry badly. So we've had to relook at how we do business.
Yeah, so AV company's been around for over 25 years and specialize in small and large corporate events, up into international events as such. All our clients we generally treat with the same respect in terms of event, because a small event is just as important as an international show. If there's any questions you guys have, just ask us.
The virtual thing has been based on a digital platform that we're able to do small and large shows. And we're using various platforms to do this. Some of the prepaid stuff is better than using the free things because of the content that gets blocked. For example, YouTube and Facebook. So you've got to be very careful on what platform you use. And then the other very important thing is when you do these events, you need to ensure that the uplink on the internet speed is of quite a good speed, 20 megs up. Otherwise, you're going to have major problems with line speed and dropping conferences, videos, and it just doesn't look that great.
Okay, great. Well, thanks very much. I'm sure we're going to hear a bit more from you soon. And then last but not least, as I said, he's just here for the eye candy, but he is obviously well known to us. He's going to tell us how he sees eventing going forward. It's Wayne Stephen Jennings.
Thank you, Chris. Lovely to be here with you all. And what I'd like to just touch base on a little bit is the Event Organizer Network's experience to date of running virtual events, sort of tips and tricks, the kinds of things that you need to take into account. And in effect, you're all watching what I'm about to say now. You're all watching this take place right now as you're sitting in the virtual auditorium. Here are some of the tips and tricks that we've learned along the way. And I really sort of echo what Craig from AV Company is saying, is that you do need to make sure you've got a proper, well-qualified, highly experienced technical partner, very much like this is why we use AV Company to do our streaming events. And key things to bear in mind when you're putting an event together going forward. If you're planning an event that either is a virtual event on a standalone or it's going to be a hybrid event, you need to bear a number of things in mind. On the standalone thing, again, technology is good, you need it, it has to be there, but it's very much in a sense like a venue. You still need to engage people. So one of the first things you need to bear in mind is that the timing of the event needs to be a lot shorter if it's a virtual event only. People are now obviously able to get up from their computers and move on to the kitchen, go and brush the dog. If you thought they could be distracted in an in-person event, you have no idea of the kind of distractions that are available. Do you mind spot? Sorry. Not really. So you need to make sure that you engage them and keep them locked into what you're presenting. So you need to get rid of the waffle. You need to make sure your content is engaging and interesting. And make sure that the people you're inviting into your virtual event are the kinds of people who are interested in your content. So that would make it really for them, they would then want to be there. There are other tricks. Make sure that you've got good entertainment if your event lends itself to that you've got good speakers, that they don't waffle on, that they're concise, as I've mentioned. Don't repeat yourself like I'm doing. What you also need to do is you can obviously use incentives to keep people interested and to keep them engaged. So for example, using polls, using questions, incentivizing them with prizes, for example, like we do with you guys. But obviously it needs to still be relevant to your industry. So make sure that when you are doing prizes, if it's relevant, it can't just be something that you're throwing out there like bait on the end of the hook. Make sure that for the people that are in your virtual event, it makes sense for you to be offering that kind of incentive to them. And so it would encourage them to engage with that sort of content. And I think, I think before I go on all day, those are the key areas I think you need to look at. And then finally, of course, you're seeing a virtual event take place right here. So what I would suggest is if you are looking at planning an event in the future, speak to us at EON, speak to our partners. We are very, very happy to sit down and put some proper technical and expertise, give you the right kind of advice, and make sure that your virtual event is as good as this one is. Thanks, Chris. Back to you.
Thanks so much. Right, so now we've got a couple of questions that were sent to us from the pre-registering people. We're going to start off with one from Shay from Remax. And the question is, as we return to in-person events, what part of the event is the trickiest for the attendee? Like, could it be food, sitting together? What is the hardest? Where's the biggest risk? In other words, I think, Mike, could you give us some insights into this?
So, Chris, some of the research coming out of various areas where they've done a lot of in-person events, we've ourselves probably only held about 3 or 4, is that actually it's about the arrival and the mingling period. So, you know, we were concerned mostly with attendees on how you register them, what kind of screening you're doing with them that we've got to do. We've got to be able to contract trace all attendees that attend. So, you know, we're kind of motivating for electronic systems. So not just the piece of paper that we put our names on like we do when we go to restaurants. So that whole system of interaction, arrival, queuing, getting ready for the event is probably the biggest risk of COVID spread. And then communal areas like bathrooms and so forth. So sanitization and hygiene is going to have to be really critical in creating trust and confidence that the attendee can feel safe at the event. So there are some key things that one needs to do and needs to understand. And I think if you understand how COVID is spread, it's much easier for you to put on events safely, Chris.
Fantastic. Thank you very much there, Mike. Then we've got a question. I think this one would be for the guys from the AD company. It's from Pete from the Association for Academic Administrators. And he wants to know exactly how does a virtual conference work?
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, there's a couple of various options. You can have a really simple, easy Zoom virtual conference from your desk to your audience or Teams. That's a very simple solution. Alternatively, you can go something a little bit more professional and technical, whereas I'm not sure if you can see behind me, but we've put the studio content, what the guys in the OB van see before it goes out to your audience. So you've got various cameras, various PowerPoint presentations, various people around the country, be it Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town, all linking in live into a studio like we're doing right this second. And then it's been operated by our controller, sending the correct content and the correct images out to your audiences over the various platforms.
So the end of the day, the client's technical requirements decide what platform you're actually going to run on. And that decides how we go about it. Going forward, I think the way these events are going to go is you're basically going to have more of, say, a hybrid, because people still need that interaction. We've just previously done one where we sent it to 28 venues around the country, so 28 sites with multiple people in each site. You can do either a one-way stream or a two-way, but that will all be determined by the client's needs. And then the whole technical backing of that is changed according to what we're actually doing for that event. But basically, going forward in the future, we're definitely going to have a situation with our clients where they're definitely going to add this virtual aspect. So even when we go back to normal events as such, you can target a far greater audience. And also, if people can't attend that event, we can just bring them into the event itself.
Fascinating. And just as a side note, I actually read some research that said, well, obviously it was done prior COVID, that said people who attend your virtual events are far more likely to attend the live event the following year. So that's something to keep in mind. Our next question comes from Candace from Dabshik Conferences and Events. And I think this one is for you, Joni. What is the new normal and will this last forever?
Well, I don't like the term new normal. This is unprecedented times. So we're really going to have to just have a look at what we want to do going forward. So I'm really concurring with the AV guys. It's going to be hybrid forever. And we are looking at the fact that when we run our convention in April, is that we're going to do it vastly differently. We're going to have 2 MCs. We'll have an MC for people in the room. We'll have an MC for people online. The breakout rooms and the interactive Mentimeters and the various engagement tools, and there's so many fantastic online engagement tools now. The MC will really have to be proficient in making that work. So it's going to, I think it's going to be a lot more fun. You know, as a professional speakers association, we are finding that we are getting people dialing in from all over the world, and our reach is far greater. So we do look after Southern Africa, and we found over this COVID period and this unprecedented year is that we've got, our membership has grown. We've got people from Zimbabwe, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana. We may have new chapters opening in some of those countries. So actually we can make lemonade out of lemons, because there's lots of opportunities now going forward.
Fantastic. That's a lovely point of view to have as well. Make lemonade out of lemons. Okay, the next question I'd like to ask comes from Zelma from the Cape Town Stadium. And she's asking, do other event venues have their own standard operating procedures regarding return of events during COVID? Or do they just follow the national/municipal regulations? Mike, can you speak to that?
So Chris, it's an interesting aspect that, and we've done quite a lot of work working with the various venues and so forth. But as it turns out, I think every venue is worried about their own liability around COVID spread. So they're all developing their own kind of COVID plans. But what they will expect from the event organizer is for the event organizer to have their own COVID-19 management plan. Whether you work in Cape Town, Johannesburg, eThekwini, Nelson Mandela Bay municipality, they are all requiring you, when you submit all your event planning for your event, that you also have a COVID-19 management plan, and that you've got risk assessments and things that go with it. So your venue is going to want to see you as an event organizer have that in place. The authorities are going to want to see that you have that in place, but each venue will have their own specifics. I think this will create some confusion in the market, because as we've seen this week, even between the 2 big metros, Johannesburg and Cape Town, they've got separate ways of looking at things in the way that they do. So the Event Safety Council is working really hard at kind of getting common thinking going, using common sense, using what we call reasonable, practicable steps that one can take to keep people safe. So it is a minefield at the moment, and we recommend to all event organizers, make sure that you understand your relationship with your venue, spend time with your venue, and determine who's going to do what and what the expectations are, Chris.
Okay, great. Thanks very much. I think we've only got time for one last question. It comes from Cynthia from the Volkswagen Group South Africa Training Academy. And she would like to know, will I really be able to get ideas on how to do a creative online event, especially graduations? Wayne, would you like to take this one?
Yes, and I think, I mean, the easy answer to that question is that if you're in the auditorium watching this event right now, you are getting some fantastic ideas. In a graduation, again, what I would say to you here is make sure you understand the nature of your event and what it is you're trying to achieve. Probably even more so now, where, in days gone by, and if you hadn't planned the event properly, you always had the bar and the networking afterwards. It could just make things a lot smoother. You didn't really have to worry too much about the outcome. But here, in the virtual environment, you really need to think carefully about what it is you're trying to achieve, and then align your event content to that. So today, for example, if we take this event, this is a showcase. So what we've done is make sure that we have showcased not only entertainment, we've showcased MCs, speakers. We want to give you take-home value, and we're giving you an opportunity to go through and chat to exhibitors. In a graduation ceremony, whatever the dynamics are of that, you would need to sit down and say, right, are we handing out certificates? How are we going to do that? Is it going to be an endless parade of people? How do we keep people engaged? What kind of entertainment do we? What are the speeches going to have in terms of content? So these are the sort of areas. There's a topic that, and I could probably speak all day about, but just to give you an idea, it's honing in on what it is you need to achieve, and then sit down and very carefully put together something that is short and punchy and keeps people engaged, but also achieves the objective of rewarding and giving people acknowledgement and recognition for what they've done. Thank you, Chris.
Well, thanks very much. And I'd like to say thank you now to
all of our panelists, to Mike, to Joni, to Wayne, and to Craig, and all the guys from the AV company. I think we've all learned a little bit more, and I'm sure you'd be available to anybody who'd like to ask you any additional questions regarding that. But now on a lighter note, we've got some stand-up comedy for you. So it is my pleasure to introduce one of my favorites. Wayne was talking about short and punchy. This guy is definitely punchy. Please welcome Warren Robertson, everyone.
Thanks, Chris. What a pleasure to be here at the EON Virtual Business Showcase. My name is Warren, and I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to be alive because this has been the worst year I think anybody's experienced, and even worse for me, because my wife gave birth and I'm now a father. And I can tell you that thing is a nightmare right from the get-go. Right from the minute you find out you're going to become a father, everything goes wrong. Because what happens is that your significant other will come to you to tell you that she's pregnant, right? Your significant other will come to you to tell you she's pregnant. Your significant other, being your wife, your girlfriend, your domestic worker, will come to you to tell you that she's pregnant. And from that minute, you suddenly, as a guy, inherit a gynecologist. And it's fine. Like, our gynecologist he was a nice guy. You know, he was a nice guy. He was super old, super old. And also very, very Afrikaans. Like, so Afrikaans, I couldn't understand the words that were coming out of his mouth. Like, if Steve Hofmeyer heard this guy speak, he has to stand up and put his hand on his heart. It's that Afrikaans. Like, he turns to me in the middle of one consultation and he says, "Do you want to help deliver the baby?" I was like, "What?" He says, "Do you want to help deliver the baby?" I said, "No, babies need their livers." And the birth itself was fine. I mean, or it would have been. Because my wife elected to give birth naturally. And if you're a guy, that's the best way possible for them to give birth, because essentially it just means that you have to get your partner to the hospital at 2 o'clock in the morning when they're having contractions. And then you get to sit over there on a lawn chair reading your book like it's today on the beach. You know, she does all the work. It's wonderful. It's very nice. I highly recommend it. So I did that, right? 2 o'clock in the morning, I get her to the hospital. I'm sitting on my lawn chair reading my book, day on the beach, having a wonderful time for 4 hours. And then suddenly something goes wrong and the baby gets stuck. The doctor says she needs an emergency C-section. So I go from chilling on the beach reading my book to being surrounded by people. There's cameras, lights, I'm crying. It's a boy, it's a boy. It was kind of like my holiday to Thailand. And ever since then, the weirdest, because the next step after that is they come to you with like a human child, right? They come to you with a human child and they just give it to you. There's no test or course you have to go on. There's more checks to get a dog from the SPCA. They just come to you with a human child, they give it to you, and they expect you to take it away and raise it to adulthood and then wonder why society's a mess. You know, like I am not equipped to raise a child. I don't know what I'm doing. There is no place where a man who looks like this should be raising a child. Like, this is not feasible and expensive. Oh my word, raising a baby is expensive. I read an article recently. It says it costs 2 million rand to raise a baby to the age of 18. 2 million rand, and that's just the alcohol. So COVID gets better. They end lockdown. And the first thing that happens is a company hires me to go and do a gig in Cape Town. And this is a mistake, because I hate Cape Town. And I know a lot of people, "Oh, isn't Cape Town beautiful? Isn't it lovely?" Yes, it's beautiful, it's lovely, but the people are a bit weird. You know, like they know that apartheid is over, but they don't know what that means. And let me illustrate. You deserve me to illustrate that for you. Like, I was in a bar on Cliff Street, eating alone, socially distanced, and I'd finished the meal, and the white manager, his name was Kevin, came over, and he was bussing my table. And Kevin says, "Is there anything else I can get you?" And because it's the end of the meal, I said, "Yeah, Kevin, can I get my bill?" He said, "Sure. What's your waiter's name?" And I didn't know, so I said, "I don't know." He said, "All right, what does he look like?" I said, "He's a little black guy with glasses." And Kevin acted like I just shot him. He was like, "What did you say?" I'm like, "He's a little black guy with glasses." He says, "No, you cannot say that to me." I'm like, "What, black?" He says, "No, you cannot say that to me because I am colorblind." And I thought, bullshit. So I said, "Kevin, it's cool. I can say that because I'm black." And he said, "No, you're not." And I said, "Aha!"
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from wherever you are one more time for the wonderful Warren Robertson. I have to say, I do quite agree with him on the Cape Town thing. I love going to Cape Town. I love Cape Townians. They're always so proud of their city. They're always like, yeah, we're from Cape Town. We got cool stuff like the mountain and the ocean. I'm always like, yeah, I'm from Joburg. We got different cool stuff like money and jobs. But anyway, one of the good advantages of having virtual events is that you can have your guests come in from virtually anywhere in the world, literally anywhere. And so we've gone as far as the internet could possibly stretch, and we've managed to get an inspirational speaker all the way from Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. She is quite amazing. I won't go too much into what she's done and who she is, but I know she'll blow your mind and inspire you. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to us all the way from Durban, it's Captain Londi Ngobo.
Of course, ships get hijacked by pirates. And yes, that same size iceberg that hit the Titanic back then, those are still out there. Now add stormy, rough seas in the works, and add being away from our loved ones months on months. You've got a lot of stories to tell. I'm Captain Londi Ngobo. I'm a ship navigator by profession. I've spent all my life on global ships, global merchant ships. I'm Africa's first female dredge master, best known as the Black Mermaid. Now, over the 13 years in the maritime industry, I have to share that I've witnessed so many untold stories on these floating industrial plants / homes. All of this that has brought us together is a core interest for the maritime industry. But put personalities in the picture, a lot of stories come through. Through my experience in the maritime industry, I've experienced firsthand the cultural rivals. I've experienced generation gaps, the intense hierarchical traditions on board ships, from first stripe to second stripe, vertical stripe, horizontal stripe. Now add in the picture the language barriers, add in the picture sea legs, seasickness, all these people that are meant to make this home a workplace as warm as they can, months on months. They are meant to be productive and yet still live with the same people they work with. Now, I also have to share that through all of this havoc that I've had to experience, I was able to witness balance. I've witnessed togetherness. I've witnessed inclusion, vulnerability, and success. Now add the beautiful calm seas, the following winds, the rare species of the ocean, the rare sides around us with no sign of land, us blending into this environment with the seas, months on months, making this place of work a home away from home, until ultimately we're reunited with our families. I have a lot of stories to share. And through my keynotes, I share practical, imaginable scenarios that corporates and their teams are able to apply. I cultivate 3 important skills for corporates to thrive, particularly in these pandemic times. And there is diversity and inclusion, creativity and innovation, and most importantly, emotional intelligence. I'm Captain Londi Ngobo. I have a lot of stories to share, and I cannot wait to share them with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Captain Londi Ngobo. I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as me, coming to us all the way from Durban. But we're back here in Joburg, coming to you live for the EON conference. I'm hoping to see a lot more of her. I was talking earlier on about lockdown and the various ways in which South Africans have responded to it. One of the things that happened at the beginning of lockdown that I found very strange was the challenges, as in not the challenges of lockdown, as in there was a challenge that got sent out there. The one with an egg, I'm not sure how many of you saw that thing, where basically you had to crack an egg into a glass, a raw egg, and then have a shooter glass of sugar, and then a raw egg and the alcoholic beverage of your choice. And then, like, people always take these things too far, so they end up drinking like brake fluid and breaking a bottle over their heads and whatever, which is funny. And I always find people weird because you thank the person at the end of it. They thank the person who challenged you, that person who's made you look like an idiot. You know, that thing that you do where, like, for instance, remember when you're at high school, and then in my day, not anymore, but the teachers would hit you with a stick, and then afterwards you'd say, "Thank you, sir," as if they'd done you a favor. It's a similar kind of thing. So, but they say that you have to do it because they challenge you. You can't get out of it. So if they've gone like, "No, I challenge Julian to do this," then Jules has to do it. And I always find that a bit weird. And I know that because I did the egg challenge. I had to, because one of my friends challenged me, and I did it. And then what happened afterwards was, it really freaked me out, was I did it on Facebook, as you do, and I did the raw egg and everything. And there were people who got back to me who were upset. They were like, "That's such a waste of an egg. Why are you wasting it?" I ate the egg. That's what you're supposed to do with eggs. It's not like I threw it against the wall or anything. You eat eggs. That is what eggs are for. So, and then the other thing that happened during lockdown that I thought was really strange was how much people moaned because they couldn't get roast chicken from Woolworths. Note, I did the egg bit first because now we know which one comes where. So people were upset. They were upset because you can't get a roast. People were like literally screaming. They were going onto social media going, "This is disgusting. Why can't I get roast chicken from Woolies? Now, what are we supposed to do?" It's easy. Take a chicken, rub on some olive oil, some herbs and spices, stick it in the oven for an hour. Roast chicken. But people were like, "We can't do that." But then 3 weeks into lockdown, when the booze ran out, suddenly everybody can make pineapple beer. You got to love South Africans. Everybody's a brewing expert, but nobody can make chicken. It's all a case of motivation, I feel. And here to motivate you a little bit more is our second comedy act for the evening. I've been watching this guy since his career started at Parker's, probably about 7 years ago, and I've loved him ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my greatest ambitions, I want to see him become the biggest comedian in South Africa. It's Ebenezer Dibakwane.
Hi, how are you doing? I am well, if you had asked. If not, then I was being impertinent. My name is Ebenezer Dibakwane. I am a stand-up comedian. For your purposes, I am a corporate comedian. Similar things, except corporate comedians can't swear, they can't talk about sex, they can't talk about politics or race. So basically, corporate comedians are not comedians at all. But for the sake of my rent, I'll be a corporate bunny, if you desire. All right. Okay. No, my name is Ebenezer Dibakwane, and I am actually quite sad. It's very difficult being a comedian because we have to be funny all the time. And I apologize for sharing this with you. I hope it doesn't dampen your souls, but I have to perform this silly job, despite the fact that I found out just a week ago that my dad died. You know, my dad dyed his hair blonde, and I'm not dealing with it well. But I have to work. So I have to get out of it, get out the funk. I'll find the strength. No, the truth is that he left me. He left 20 years ago. I remember waking up in the morning and I just saw him getting into his car, driving off. You know, and I ran to my window hoping that he would at least wave. He didn't wave. You know, he just left. And I mean, he came back after work, of course. Don't be racist. You're the ones who don't like race, but you... He came back after work. I just missed him. It was really hard and we were really close. Oh, I am a sad person, but nobody cares in this country. We have to keep things moving. It's a very difficult space we come from. I myself, for those who don't see color, I'm black. Because people say that I don't see color, so for your sake, I'm informing you I'm black. I've been black for 26 years now. Hasn't been easy, but I made it. I made it. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, Ebenezer, what are you talking about, bro? 26, that means you were born in 94. You were born free." I'm like, I was born in January 1994. So I saw 3 months of apartheid, and those were difficult months. From the perspective of a baby, Do you have any idea what oppressed breast milk tastes like? Huh? I was like, Senzenina, yo, sense. Those are my first words, and I sang them. It was a mess in the baby ward. It was a strike. Am I a genius? Who knows? Time will tell. I hope it does. I am a black person in a country of turmoil, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. So we have to move on. We have to get over things. You know? Of course, I'm privileged. I grew up in a house where we had a lady helping us at like tiny amounts of money. Auntie Eunice was her name. And I felt bad by the time I turned 13. I'm like, Dad, how is she supposed to live on that amount of money? If we can't afford to pay a livable fee, then we must do the work ourselves. Then my dad is like, you're right, you should actually take over a job. I'm like, I'm not trying to take away jobs right now. I'm just saying, I'm trying to inspire us to be better people. You know what I mean? I have to wish the ladies happy, belated Women's Month. I don't know when you're gonna be seeing this, but I know that we were able to perform, and you might not have seen me perform in August, so happy belated Women's Month. We know what you've been through. We know that you guys have had to be who you are despite the fact that you are underneath our thumbs. Not being paid equal. So happy belated Women's Month to you. But it's over now. Happy Men's Month, guys. We're back. We are back. 11 months of unbridled, unchecked patriarchy. Oh, it feels great. Oh, the privilege. I feel it coursing through my veins. I'm sorry. That joke is essentially about how we have to work harder as people of privilege. Those of us who have privilege, those of us who have some, have to work harder because every day is our day. You know, and we only get to celebrate people for like a little month. Like, yeah, you guys can take the month. There's a lot of difficulty and pain in the world, but I hope there's none in this room right now. Nobody cares, and I know this because I know friends will ask me, Ebenezer, how you doing? I'm like, dude, I'm miserable. I sacrificed everything for this career. And now it feels like everything has been taken away. Sometimes I want to kill myself. What does your South African friend say? Oh, shucks, man. Otherwise, other than death, John, what do you want from me? I'm here now with you. And so I hope all of that pain is left outside and that you guys leave today with at least a little bit more joy than you had before you had watched me at the time that you do. My name is Ebenezer Letarodibakwane, and I can't wait to do your corporates for you. See you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, did I not tell you he would be amazing? That was Ebenezer Dibakwane. Very, very funny, and nothing else if not disruptive. And speaking of disruptive, our next speaker is coming to us once again all the way from Durban. She specializes in things such as unlearning disruptive behavior and looking at the future of the way we do business. So let's cross now to Durban to listen to the very insightful, very intelligent Zanele Njapa.
I'd like you to do something for me. Cross your arms. Cross your arms the way that you usually do. Now uncross them. And cross them the not so familiar way. How does that feel? A little strange, right? Okay, uncross and then cross the regular way. So your brain is going, yes, that's what I'm used to. Now uncross and cross the not so familiar or irregular way. Now you're going, oh my goodness, that's strange, all over again. But did you realize that the more you did that, the more you put yourself into unfamiliar terrain, the easier that became? Well, that's how unlearning works. But you know what I find really funny? And blink twice if this is you. Don't blink yet, I saw that. Only blink when I tell you what I mean. So I find it so funny how so many organizations think that their biggest hurdle or biggest challenge or thing they need to strive for as they work towards the future of work and navigating the reimagined version of their organizations is learning. Now, although to a certain extent that's correct, because we need to become learners in order to think creatively and become more nimble and adaptive, Data has consistently shown that you and I have a challenge of unraveling and unlearning some of the systems and ways of doing things that we've been stuck in for a very, very long time. Now, what I do is I create programs, I create workshops, I create resources that organizations like, and you and I as well, can help us to unravel, to transition into our reimagined future, and then to make it stick so that we can claim whatever it is, the identity that we've seen ourselves occupying in the future of work. Because I always say, and this may sound cheesy, but I always say that the pull of the future is stronger than the push of the past. It's so much better when we can focus on where we're going, understand the layers we need to peel off. I'll give you an example. Don't think about a purple elephant. Don't think about it. Don't think about its cute purple ears or its cute little purple tail. You see what happened? You thought about a purple elephant.
Thank you very much, Zanele. I definitely want to see more of her so I can change the way I think. But now we have a very special something for you. I don't know how many of you remember The Voice South Africa. This guy was on there. Not the winner, but definitely the most flamboyant and my favorite of the competition. He desperately wanted to be live here with us today, but unfortunately he's very busy, so he couldn't. But one of the benefits of doing virtual events is that you can pre-record something and slot it in as your entertainment section. So he's pre-recorded this specially for us. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Yatu Craft.
Big nose, small lips, sunken in the eyes. Big build, small hands, skull cracking thighs. That's all you see, all I'll ever be. You've downgraded me to one word, ugly. Thoughts, your words come to my eyes. I've shown you everything, I tell no pretty lies. It wouldn't matter to me what people thought, if people cared. And here I am standing with a longing stare. You said I'm ugly, I must be desperate and gone. Ugly, 'cause you strung me along. We could be cute, but I guess I'm not your type. I don't know what to say, thought you were right. Yeah, I'm not textbook, drop dead gorgeous. But honey, I know I'm goddamn gorgeous. You held me close, but then it turned into a joke. Your true love turned out to be a joke. Yeah, I'm ugly, I'm big and I'm bad. Ugly, I've never been so glad. I got a whole lot of love to give, and you missed out. Since when the looks become what love's about. Yeah, I'm ugly, so I'm moving along. Ugly, you've never been so wrong. I got a whole lot of love to give, and you missed out. There's no space for someone like you. When did you decide that being big isn't right? You looked right through me, now you're out of sight. 'Cause I'm fat and happy, I'm large and in charge, and all I gotta say is thank God for this vibe. I'm ugly, I'm big and I'm bad. Ugly, I've never been so glad. I got a whole lot of love to give, and you missed out. Since when the looks become what love's about. You said I'm ugly, now that you're desperate and gone. Ugly, 'cause you strung me along. We could be cute, but I guess I'm not your type. Now I know what to say, I know you wouldn't try. Yeah, I'm ugly, so I'm moving on. Ugly, because I wrote this song. We could be cute, but I guess I'm not your type. I'm gonna find someone new.
What a brilliant, powerful, and versatile voice. And also the ability to do the splits, which I think is incredibly unnecessary. But he did it so well. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause at home for Yatu Craft. I love Yatu. What we're going to do now is we're going to cross over to Wayne from the Event Organizers Network. He's going to tell you a little bit about the virtual stalls, etc. And he's also going to maybe speak to the prizes that EON are so famous for. Here we go. Wayne Stephen Jennings.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, indeed. It's time for us to get you going to chat to all of those exhibitors who are waiting for you behind their virtual stands. So what we're going to do now is allow about an hour for you to browse around, chat to the exhibitors, find out, ask the questions about COVID, ask about their preparedness, find out about their rates, their specials and their offers, their team building companies, venues, decor companies. We've got in the region of about 60 virtual exhibitors here today. And this is how it works. We've got some amazing prizes, as I mentioned in the introduction earlier today. And I'm going to read one or two of them for you. Cathedral Peak, there'll be 2-night stay for 2, that's in the Drakensberg. Ehrenvale Hotel, it's also a 1-night stay for 2 people. There's 2 prizes there. Darba Hotel up here in Gauteng, it's a 2-night lazy weekend stay for 2 people. That includes breakfast, dinner for 2 in the Chiefs Boma. Boutique accommodation at La Felicita venue, that's for 1 night. Then there's also for every visit that you make through to the Cape Yacht Club stand, you will be given a 1-day free membership, which entitles you to 30% off food and beverage discount on the day. So you speak to Krista at the Royal Cape Yacht Club virtual stand. She'll be able to fill you in on all the details behind that. And of course, if you live in Cape Town, this is an amazing prize because this is a 1-year-long corporate membership at the Royal Yacht Club. So I would like to have that prize. Touched Hotels also in Cape Town. It's a complimentary 1-night stay for 2 guests in a luxury mountain-facing room. And then if you haven't been on safari because of lockdown of late, Aquila, again in Cape Town. So Cape Town's very active here in terms of their prizes, a Big 5 safari and spa at the Aquila Game Lodge. So that just gives you a taste of what we've got on offer, and this is how it's going to work. For the next hour, pop out of the auditorium, pop into the exhibition hall, and start browsing around, chatting to the exhibitors. Do not be shy to click on the video link or the live chat. They are sitting, waiting for you. Engage them, chat to them. Let's get back into the auditorium at about 11:45. From about 11:30 onwards, we'll do the prize draws then, and then we will do a thanks and bring the online virtual business event showcase to a close. So we will see you in about an hour's time. Enjoy. Right. Welcome back, everybody, after the networking session. I hope you had a good opportunity to get to chat to some exhibitors. I have been through some of the exhibition stands and I've seen there have been some really active chats. But here's something to remember. We will keep the virtual expo open. So at least for the next week, if you would like to come back and initiate a chat or leave a text message, you are welcome to do that. Obviously, the person might not be behind the stand, but if you do leave a text message, you will find that they will be advised and they will be able to respond to you. So if you leave an email or even just contact them by email, you'll be able to continue the discussion. So it's the last part of the day, and we really hope that you've enjoyed this. We will be sending you as delegates a survey just to get your feedback about what you liked, what you disliked. We'd love to get your comments to see how you felt about the virtual environment, if it added value, where we can improve, of course, all vitally important stuff. I'd like to just make a few thanks. Then what we're going to do is do the prize draws, and then we can bring the day to the session to a close. So, of course, we need to thank our sponsors. It's Craig from the AV company, Tabitha from Pickle Ginger. They were absolutely instrumental in organizing the recordings, the artists, the comedians, MC. They are go-to guys for people like that. And if you've been to our in-person events, you'll know that they only have top quality talent and they can really talk to anything that you give them in a brief. To our panelists, of course, to Joni Petty, to Mike Lord, to myself, of course. Thank you, Wayne. Yes, of course, I'm always thank yourself. Thank you to all of those who made a contribution, to Craig. Just hopefully we gave you some insight, some information around what things to expect from the virtual world, what can be done, how it can be done, and in fact, that if you were in the right hands and you've contracted the right partners, that your virtual event can be a raging success, very much like your in-person events. And then, of course, to combine the two together just makes events that much more valuable. You can reach more people. It opens up markets to you. And I think that, as Joni said, it's the way of the future. These things are here to stay. It's not a new normal. It's just the normal, and probably way beyond time. So how we're going to do the prizes is because we've got quite a few, I'm actually going to share my screen and we're going to do a random number generator. We've given you each a number. So everybody who has registered is now in line to draw. We've had a look. We will run the number generator. If your number comes up, we'll show you on the screen. We go quite quickly because we've got a lot of prizes. So if you win, and you might not be in the auditorium at the moment, it doesn't matter. We're not, for this event, going to do, you have to be here. You may have been here earlier. We will still send you an email to say that you've won this particular prize. So let me share the screen. Okay, let's get to the right screen. That's where we want to be. Okay, excellent. So we're going to start off with the first prize, which is a Cathedral Peak Hotel prize, 2-night getaway for 2 adults at Cathedral Peak. And this prize is inclusive of dinner, bed and breakfast, and lunch for 2 adults sharing in one of the standard rooms. We will obviously make sure that this information gets to you, the actual voucher. So let's do a number. And the number is 196. And what we will now do is pop into here, type 196 in this field and find it. And that the winner of this prize, Cathedral Peak Hotel, is Ivona Naidu from Powerful PA Network. So Ivona, we will be sending you an email with this voucher. Okay, next, let's do the Erin Vale Estate Hotel and Spa. So we'll go back to our number generator, and we're just going to do, again, this prize is a 1-night stay for 2 people sharing at Erin Vale Estate Hotel and Spa, and that includes breakfast. So let's do the next number. And it's number 69. I sound like a bingo master. Okay, let's see who 69 is. No, not 269. Let's just go up here. 69, there we go. That is Renee Palm of Bigfoot Ads. So Renee, you've won a fantastic prize at Erenvale Estates. Okay, next one is going to be the Indaba Hotel. Here's the lazy 2-night weekend stay for 2 people, including breakfast daily and dinner for 2 in the Chief's Boma. This is a really, really nice prize. So let's do the next number. This is number 114. This is probably the easiest and best way we can do this. 114. Right, this is won by Karushka Naika from Cliff Decker Hofmeyer. Well done, Karushka. You're going to be spending a lazy weekend at the Indaba Hotel. Lucky, lucky you. Okay, next. Let's get on to the next prize is boutique accommodation at La Felicita. It's a 1-night free getaway in the lovely room called Rusticana. Okay, so let's generate that number. It's number 4. That should be pretty easy to find. Number 4 is Michelle Kruger from Standard Bank. So Michelle, well done. Congratulations. A 1-night stay at La Felicita. Okay. Right, now, we're going to give away the next prize that comes up here is the annual 1-year-long corporate membership at the Royal Cape Yacht Club. So if you are not living in the Cape, I would suggest that you contact Krista at Royal Cape Yacht Club to discuss. But let's start off by actually generating the number. 105, and 105 is, let's just scroll down, it's probably easier. 105, there we go, is Marilyn, let's just open that, Von Egmond from FNB. So Marilyn, if you were thinking of emigrating or semi-grating down to the Cape, if you don't live there, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get a year-long membership at the Royal Cape Yacht Club. Congratulations. Okay, Taj Hotel, also in Cape Town. So as I said earlier today, the Cape Town guys have been quite on the ball in terms of providing prizes. Number 16, okay. And number 16, this prize is a complimentary 1-night stay for 2 guests in a luxury mountain-facing room, inclusive of breakfast. What was that number? It was 16. Okay, so let's just find that. 16 is, there we go, Tete Dechweni from Social Development. So Tete, well done. You've won a prize to the Taj Hotel in Cape Town. Okay, the next prize. Oh, here we go. This is from MSC Cruises, a late prize that came in. This is a MSC Cruises hamper. And what you get in this is a beach bag, a cap, a fleece blanket, handbag holder, hook, scented candle, hand lotion, lip balm, hand towel, notebook, pens, travel wallet. And so basically you kit it out for that day when you do actually go and buy a ticket to travel on one of their amazing cruises. So let's have a look and draw a number for that. 174. Okay, we might have to just do this, 174. Okay, 174 is Fatima Boltman from the CSIR. So Fatima, you're going to be properly kitted out in MSC Cruises Golf. Congratulations to you. Our next prize is Lagoon Beach. Oh, this is a stunning, stunning venue. Congratulations. This voucher entitles you to a complimentary 2-night stay in a classic room for 2 persons, inclusive of breakfast. So let's draw that number. 212. And 212 is Grobisile Molomoge. I hope I pronounced that correctly, from the SABC. So congratulations. Lagoon Beach voucher for complimentary for 2-night stay in a classic room for 2 people. Well done to you. And then our last prize for the day is from Riverstone Lodge. And this is a prize that entitles the winner to a 1 Sunday package, which includes lunch voucher to the value of 250 Rand, 1-night stay for 2 adults and 2 children under the age of 12, and the breakfast on Monday morning. Wow, okay, so let's see who the lucky winner of this one is. Number 132. 132. There we go. is Desiree Renaud from DHET. So Desiree, well done to you. You've won that prize from the Riverstone Lodge. Okay. So it remains for me then to thank you for being participating in EON's first business event showcase. We certainly will be doing a lot more of these as we go along throughout the year. It gives us an opportunity to engage with you around themes during the course of the year. Of course, do not forget that next year, of course, COVID and lockdown regulations permitting, we will be launching our in-person events. And in fact, what we will do with those in-person events is run the virtual event alongside it. So for example, if you're running an event in Cape Town, and you're based in Johannesburg, you can't necessarily travel to Cape Town. This is the advantage of a virtual event. You'll be able to log in on the day and see the same speakers, the same entertainment as being experienced live at the actual in-person Cape Town event. And we'll do the same for Johannesburg, Gauteng, and the Business Event Showcase in KwaZulu-Natal. So from me, of course, I also must thank the EON team, Alison and Trisha and Nadine in the background, who've done a tremendous amount of work in getting the stands up. They are always a fantastic team, and they've done a fantastic job. So thank you to you all. We'll be chatting to you soon. We'll be sending out an email with the prize winners and then also sending you a survey to do. We look forward to chatting to you very, very soon. Cheerio. My WhatsApp calls are not great. Let me phone you back on a normal line. Let me just come into that. Let me just see what's happening in that Zoom. Yeah, just come into that Zoom meeting. To come into today's Zoom meeting, you know how to get into it. I'll just got to give you the. No. Well, no, I've got to just hang on. I'll send you this now. I'm just going to WhatsApp it to you. Just come into this section. I might have to just add you as a panelist, so let me do that somehow.
Hi, Wayne. Wayne. Hello.
I'm here.
Could you send me that spreadsheet with the prize winners so that I can send them their vouchers?
Okay, cool. Did you just make a note of them, eh?
Yeah, I actually put them onto the.
Okay, that spreadsheet is actually
file. The file name.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? That spreadsheet's actually in the.
Is it on the drive?
Yeah, it's on the drive. Yeah, it says prize winners.
What is it called?
I'll tell you now. It's called prize draw list.
Prize draw list. Okay.
Did that go all right? I didn't see that. Did that go all right?
Yeah, I think it went very well. It's just we missed the one prize. And then I've got one person that struggled to get in, and I tried her credentials, and I couldn't get in for her either. I managed to sort out other ones, but not this one. So, Jill Gilliland. Jane Gilliland. I've CC'd you on the email.
Sorry, what? Yeah, just send it to me and I'll have a look.
I said I managed to sort out all the other ones. Yeah, I CC'd you on the email to her. The details are all on there.
All right, so I've got that mail over. I'll go and have a look now.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Al.
Just let me know when it's sorted so I can get back to her.
Yes, okay. Just got to sort something out with Al quickly.
Okay.
Okay.